Next chapter is sphere. The last topic, last chapter of this paper. The definition of sphere. The sphere is a locus of point whose distance from fixed point is constant. So this is the locus. Sphere is the locus of point whose distance from fixed point is constant, and the constant distance is called radius of that sphere. So there are different forms of equation of spheres. The first form is general form. That is, find the equation of sphere in general form. So let C, ABC be center of the sphere, and let P, X, Y, Z be any point on the sphere. Then CP is the radius of the sphere. Suppose CP is R. We denote the radius of the sphere, suppose R. Then, and what is CP? The distance between C and P by using distance formula is what? Root X minus A bracket square plus Y minus B bracket square plus Z minus C bracket square, and is equal to R. So squaring both sides, what do we have? X minus A bracket square plus Y minus B bracket square plus Z minus C bracket square is equal to R square. This is called the center radius form, or is called general form of the equation of sphere. So Cp is equal to R, the radius of the sphere. Suppose it is R, Cp is the radius, and Cp by using distance formula is root X minus A bracket square plus Y minus B bracket square plus Z minus C bracket square, and squaring both sides we have this. Obviously, if the center is 0, 0, 0, then equation of sphere is what? The Cp is what? X minus 0 bracket square plus Y minus 0 bracket square plus Z minus 0 bracket square is equal to R. Means X square plus Y square plus Z square is equal to R square. That is, substitute ABC as 0. So this is the equation of sphere in standard form. That is, the center is 0, 0, 0. Center of the sphere is 0, 0, 0. So if we simplify this equation, general equation, then what we have? Square of this bracket is x square minus 2ax plus a square. Square of this bracket y square minus 2by plus b square, and square of this bracket is minus r square. Shift the r square to LHS is equal to 0. Then we have the equation of the form x square plus y square plus z square minus 2ax minus 2by minus 2zc 2cz plus a square plus b square plus c square minus r square is equal to 0. And if we denote this by using this, x square plus y square plus z square plus 2ux plus 2vy plus 2wz plus d is equal to 0. Obviously, what is u? U is minus a, v is minus b, because 2v is minus 2b, means v is minus b, 2w is minus 2c, means w is minus c, and d is what? A square plus b square plus c square minus r square is d. And what is the center of this sphere? This is the simplification of this equation. So center of the sphere is ABC, and in new notation the center is what? A is minus u, B is minus v, and C is minus w, and therefore the center is what? Minus u, minus v, minus w is the center of the sphere. And what is the radius of the sphere? The radius of the sphere in old notation is r. So what is the value of r? If you find r from this equation, then r, if we shift the r square in LHS and d on RHS, then we have r square is what? A square plus b square plus c square minus d. And therefore, what is value of r? R is root u square plus v square, a square plus b square plus c square minus d. But a is u, a is minus u, so its square is u square. B is minus v, its square is v square. C is minus w, so its square is w square minus d. And so in new notation, if this is the general form of the equation of sphere. That is, what is the general form? X square plus y square plus z square plus 2ux plus 2vy plus 2wz plus d is equal to 0. And if this is the general form of the equation of sphere, then its center is what? Minus u, minus v, minus w, in round bracket, right? Minus u, comma, minus v, comma, minus w. And the radius of the sphere is what? Root u square plus v square plus w square minus d. And here, if you observe the coefficient of x square, y square, and z square, all are 1. So in the general equation, the coefficient or in the equation of sphere, the coefficient of x square, y square and z square are all equal or equal to 1. So the next question is find the, this is important question, 95% probability, 2 marks. Find the center and radius of the sphere. So the equation of sphere given in the general form, x square plus y square plus z square minus 4x plus 6y plus 10z plus 2 is equal to 0. And this is the another sphere equation of sphere, 4x square plus 4y square plus 4z square minus 4x plus 4y minus 8z minus 10 is equal to 0. So the answer of second question, first is for assignment, dividing by 4 to equation number 2. And that's why it's converted to general form, that x square plus y square plus z square, 4 by 4 is 1, minus 4 by 4 is minus 4, minus 1, x minus 1x plus 1y minus 2z minus 5 by 2. 10 by 4 means 5 by 2. And then compare this equation with, write the sentence there, compare with this equation with x square plus y square plus z square plus 2ux plus 2vy plus 2wz plus d is equal to 0. What do we get? We get 2u is minus 1. 2u is minus 1. Therefore, u is minus half. 2v is plus 1. Therefore, v is half. And 2w is minus 2. Right? 2w is minus 2. Don't write 8. It is minus 2. And therefore, w is what? W is minus 1. So, right here minus 1. So, compare this equation with x square plus y square plus z square plus 2ux, 2vy plus 2wz minus plus d is equal to 0. And so we have this w is wrong here. So write 2w as minus 2. So w is what? Minus 1. And d is, the value of d is minus 5 by 2, right? D as a minus 5 by 2. And therefore the center of the sphere is what? Minus u, minus v, minus w. This is the formula. So minus half become plus half. So u is minus half. So this becomes plus half. Then v is what? Minus plus 1 half. So minus v becomes minus 1 half. And this is the value is what? Is minus 1. W is minus 1. Correction is here. Right? 2w as minus 2. So w is minus 1. And so right here plus 1 as the third coordinate of the center. Plus 1. Because minus w means plus 1. And the radius is what? Formula is root u square plus v square plus w square minus d. So write minus half square because u is minus half plus 1 half, v is 1 half square plus you write minus 1 square, right, in bracket minus 1 square minus d. So already d is minus 5 by 2. So right here plus 5 by 2. Right here plus 5 by 2. So correction is at this place plus 5 by 2. And then calculate it, we have the radius of the sphere. So next question is find the equation of sphere whose center is 2 minus 3 minus 1 and radius is 4. So if the center is ABC, and radius is r, then this is the equation of the sphere. X minus a bracket square plus y minus b bracket square plus z minus c bracket square is equal to r square. And therefore the equation of this sphere having center 2 minus 3 minus 1 and radius 4 is what? X minus 2 plus x minus 2 bracket square plus y minus minus 3 means y plus 3 bracket square plus z minus minus 1 means plus 1 bracket square is equal to 4 square radius square. And that is the simplification is what? X square minus 4x plus 4, the square of this bracket, and the square of this bracket is this, 4 square is 16. And then after simplification we have x square plus y square plus z square minus 4x then plus 6y minus 2z, and the constant term is minus 2 because 4 plus 1 is 5 plus 9 is 14, and this 16 shifted to LHS, it's become minus 16. 14 minus 16 becomes minus 2. So for practice, take this problem as a problem in this form, that is find the center and radius of this sphere. So center of this sphere is this and the radius is 4. Show that the two spheres, this and this, are the two spheres touches each other and find their point of contact. What we have to show? We are given the two spheres x square plus y square plus z square minus 2x minus 6y minus 15 is equal to 0, and another is what? 5x square plus 5y square plus 5z square minus 10x plus 25y 42x 42z plus 107 is equal to 0. Touches means touches each other and find their point of contact. That is where to show this. The two spheres touches each other. And how we can show this two spheres touches each other? If this suppose C1 is the radius of the first sphere and C2 is the radius of the second sphere, not radius, center of the first sphere. C1 is center of first sphere and the C2 is the center of the second sphere. And suppose R1 is the radius of first sphere and R2 is the radius of second sphere. Then find center and radius of these two spheres by using this procedure. That is, compare both the equation with x square plus y square plus z square minus plus 2ux plus 2vy plus 2wz plus d is equal to 0. And find the center and radius of the first sphere. And denote the center of the first sphere by notation C1, radius of the first sphere by R1. And then denote the center of the second sphere by C2 and radius of the second sphere by R2. Okay. And then how we can show, how we can say that these two spheres touches each other? If this is happen, that is these two spheres touches each other, means they intersect in only one point to each other. Then we say the sphere touches each other. So when this happen, if the distance between C1 and C2, that is the distance between their centers, is equal to R1 plus R2, addition of their radius. That is, show this C1, C2, distance between C1 and C2 means C1, C2 is equal to R1 plus R2. That is, find C1, C2, first find C1, C2, their coordinates, and then find by distance formula, find the, by using distance formula, find the distance between C1 and C2, that is root, in root of the formula, the distance formula. And then find the addition of R1 and L2. And if these two are same, that is, note that last sentence C1, C2 is equal to R1 plus R2, and therefore the two spheres touches each other. And how we can find their point of contact? Suppose P, X, Y, Z be the point of contact. Then by using section formula, X is what? X is, by using section formula, find X, Y, and Z. That is this X, suppose C2 is 2, C1 is 1, then this ratio as 2 as to 1. This point divides to this C1, C2, this distance in ratio 2 as to 1 or 2 as to 3. So by using section formula, find the point of contact, and the point of contact is 1 minus 1 minus 3. So I will share the answer of this problem through WhatsApp with you. Also, you try to solve this example. That is, find their centers, find the radius of these two spheres, and show C1, C2 is equal to R1 plus R2. And then we say the two spheres touches each other. Okay. Then next example is find the equation of sphere passing through 4 points. The 4 points are given: 1, 1, 1, minus 1, 0, 2, then 0, 3, minus 1, 2, 1, minus 3. And we have to find the equation of sphere passing through these 4 points. Let the required equation of sphere is be x square plus y square plus z square plus 2ux plus 2vy plus 2wz plus d is equal to 0. Suppose equation number star or 1. Then since 1 passes through these 4 points, what we have? All these 4 points satisfies this equation. That is, this 1, 1, 1 satisfies this equation, means substitute x, y, z as 1, 1, 1. What we have? 1 square plus 1 square plus 1 square plus 2u1 plus 2v1 plus 2wz into 2w1 plus d is equal to 0. That is, we have the equation 2u plus 2v plus 2w plus d is equal to minus 3. This is suppose equation number 2. Also, the sphere passes through this point, means this point satisfies this equation. That is, substitute x as minus 1, y as 0, and z as 2. We have this equation: minus 2u plus 4w plus d is equal to 5. Okay. Then this 0, 3, minus 1 also lies on the sphere, or the sphere passes through this point. Means also this point also satisfies this equation. That is, substitute x as 0, y as 3, z as -1 in this equation. We have this equation: 6v minus 2w plus v is equal to -10. Suppose equation number 4. And also this sphere passes through this point, 2, 1, -3. So what we have, again we have substitute x as 2, y as 1 and z as -3 in this equation. We have this equation: 4u plus 2v minus 6w plus d is equal to 40. And we have this equation 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 4 equations, and there are 4 unknowns. What are that? U, v, w, and d. These are 4 unknowns. So there are 4 equations and 4 unknowns. Solving this equation number 2, 3, 4, 5, right here, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for u, v, w, and d. Solve this equation by using Gauss elimination method or any another method. So here the Gauss elimination method of first term, that first consider the augmented matrix. Augmented matrix means what? Write the coefficient of u, v, w, and d in first row and constant coefficient, that is 2, 2, 2, and +1 and -3. Then from equation 3, write the coefficient of u, v, w. So u coefficient is -2. There is no v term, so its coefficient is 0. W coefficient of w is 4. Coefficient of d is 1 and is equal to -5. Here I think -5. So this 4 plus 1 is 5, and then after shifting it, it is become -5. Right here -5. Then the third row is 6, not 6, 0. Coefficient of u is 0. Then coefficient of v is 6. Coefficient of w is -2. Coefficient of d is 1, and the constant coefficient is what? -10. Then from equation number 5, write the coefficient of u, v, w, and d, and is equal to constant term. And then convert this matrix to echelon form. So first, dividing by 2 to first row, 1/2 R1, we have this. That is, make this element as 1. So after dividing by 2, we have this. Then we have to convert these elements, these 2 elements. Already this is 0, so we have to convert this -2 and 4 to 0. So there are operations R2 plus 2 R1, R2 plus 2 R1, and R4 minus 4 R1. Perform these 2 operations at a time or separately. So R2 minus 2 R1 gives what? That is, multiply the equation 1 by 2, multiply the row 1 by 2 and add in second row. So -2 plus 2, 0. Then 2 plus 0 is 2. Then 2 plus 4 is 6. Then 1 plus 1 is 2. And then multiply by this is by 2. So it become -3 and -5 become -8. So third row and fourth row as it is. Then reduce this element to 0, 4. So for that, application is R4 minus 4 R1. R4, that is change in the fourth row. So write first R4 minus 4 R1. So what do we have? First row as it is, second as it is, third as it is. A change in fourth row. So -4 plus 4, 0. -4 plus 2 become -2. -4 minus 6 become -10. Then -4 into 1/2 is -2 plus 1 is -1. And then -4 means this become -6, -14 minus plus 6 minus 14 is -8. Then reduce this element to 1. So for that, the application is 1/2 transformation is 1/2 R2, 1/2 R2. So multiply by second row by 1/2. So we have this 1. Then there is 3, 1, and here -4. Then reduce this 6 and -2 to 0 at a time. So the applications transformation are what? R3 minus 6 R2 by using 1. We have to reduce this 6 and -2 to 0 by using this 1. So R3 minus 6 R2 and R4 plus 2 R2. So plus 2 and -2 become 0. First row as it is, second row as it is. The change in the third row. So what is the change? -6 plus 6 is 0. Then -6 into -6 into 3 is -18, -2 becomes -20. Then -6 into 1 becomes -6 plus 1 becomes -5. And then -6 and -10 multiplication is 60 minus 8 becomes 60 minus 6. Yes, -6 and -4 becomes plus 24 minus 8 becomes minus plus 40. Okay, this term minus 6 into 4 minus 4 becomes 24, and minus 24 plus 24 minus 10 becomes 40. Yes. And then the change in the last row. So the change is what? Minus plus 2 minus 2 becomes 0, and then 6 minus 10 become minus 4, then 2 and this minus 1 becomes plus 1, and this is minus 8. After multiplying by 2 we have minus 8 becomes minus 16. Then reduce this minus 20 to 1, so minus 1 by 20 R4 is the, that is multiply the fourth row by minus 120. So what do we have here? 1, then minus 5 by minus 20 becomes 1 by 4, and then 14 minus 14 by 20. Okay, and then the last row as it is. Then reduce this minus 4 to 0. So in order to reduce 0, use this one. By using this one, reduce this minus 4 to 0. So R4 plus 4 R3 is the application. So 4 into 1 is plus 4, minus 4 becomes 0. Then plus 4 into 1 by 4 becomes 1 plus 1 is 2. And then 4 into minus 40 by 20 minus 16 becomes this number, minus 94 by 4, minus 14 by minus 94 by 10, this number, minus 94 by 5, this is the calculation, minus 94 by 5. So what is the calculation? 4 into minus 14 by 20 plus 4 into minus 14 by 20 minus 16. The calculation is this, minus 94 by 5, minus 94 by 5. So this is the matrix in echelon form. Reduce this to 1 or remain as it is, and this is the matrix in echelon form. So if I have to reduce this 2 to 1, then multiply the last row by 1/2. Then this becomes 1, and at this place we have 94 by 8, 94 by 10. This is 94 by 5. It has become 94 by 10. So correction is here. So, and this is an echelon form. So when we say the matrix is an echelon form, if every element of in every row the first non-zero element is 1. In every row the first non-zero element is 1. We've observed the first row, the first non-zero element is 1. If you observe the second row, this first non-zero element is 1. If you observe the third row or fourth row, then the first non-zero element are 1. And this one is called leading one. And the second condition is what? The leading one of lower row is to the right of leading leading one of upper row. That is, if you observe this one of lower row, then it is not below the leading one of upper row. No, it is not below the leading one of upper row. It is to the place, one place to the right side, or two place, or three place. So if you compare these two rows, second and third, then leading one of lower row is to the right of the leading one of upper row. So, and if there are 0 rows, then the row situated at the bottom of the matrix, but there is no 0 row. So this is in echelon form. So rewrite the equation. So I can convert the matrix to equation. So what do we have? We have U plus V plus W plus 1/2 D is equal to minus 3 by 2. Then V plus 3W plus D is equal to minus 4. Then next equation is W plus 1 by 4D is equal to minus 14 by 20. And last equation is 2 into D is equal to minus 94 by 5. Okay. And then from last equation we have D is equal to minus, by after shifting these two to right side, minus 94 by 10. That is minus 47 by 5. And then substitute this value of D in the above equation number 3. We get the value of W as 33 by 20. and the value of W and D, substitute in equation 2, the value of W and D, we get the equation value of V as 7 by 20. And all these values, that is value of D, value of W and value of V, substitute in the equation number 1, we get the value of U. Okay, and substitute these values in this equation. That is x square plus y square plus z square 2 into U, V and W and D, we get the equation of sphere passing through its 4 points. So the answer is somewhat lengthy. Okay. The next topic is what? Diameter form of the equation of sphere. So we'll see this topic in the next lecture. Diameter form of the equation of sphere.